Hello everyone, sup Phil? Welcome to the second JHIl-LIVE. Since last time I've acquired a new poster and a pizza box. Hey Lucas! What up Bromo? I'm gonna, one sec. Ooh, this is my, I found a way to, don't knock the table. I found a way to don't knock the table. I found a way to set up my phone because I still can't do live streaming via my computer at the moment because I just can't afford the equipment. But I can tweet out the link, I think. If someone watching could tweet me the link to this live stream. Greetings from sunny Toyohashi. Greetings. If someone could tweet me the link to this, it sounds very complicated. Tweet me the link, then I will have the link to be able to use properly, because the link that comes up on my tweet that I just tweeted out is not copy pastable for me, which is all sorts of brilliant. Why? It's very difficult to deal with all of this. I'm streaming here, dealing with this here. My computer's over here. Check out the sweet ass poster though. I'm really happy about that. Got that for 700 yen at the moment. Family Mart are doing a campaign. I guess for the new. Thank you, Phil, for tweeting me that link. That's actually super helpful of you. They're doing a Family Mart campaign where basically, I guess it's for the next Star Wars coming up in the next, I don't know, couple of months, and that means that they're selling all these posters. There's like 45 of them or 40 of them. I can't really remember exactly how many there are, but there is a hell of a lot of them, and that's. Yeah, I'm not going to go and buy all of them. I saw somebody buying literally like 8 boxes. The thing that I don't want, the reason why I don't want to buy all of them is because you don't know which one you're getting until you get it. You just get a box, and then you might get a good one, you might get a shit one. There was a really cool one which was Boba Fett, which I wanted. Unfortunately, didn't score that card. But hey, welcome to JHIl-LIVE, episode 2. As with every live show, since this is the second one, I guess I'll explain what this is. It's basically a Q&A slash me just rambling a little bit. If you guys are interested in that, you can ask your questions. They'll pop up on my screen and I can answer them. Usually there's like a topic that goes with it, and it's the last Sunday of the month. So this is this. The topic for this week, or this month, is using your Gaijin card, which we'll get to in a second. I also want to talk about, although a little bit depressing and a little bit somber, I do want to talk about the Manchester bombing. I'm from Manchester. It's a big deal for me. I will save that to the end because I'm sure some people just don't want to be reminded of awful things that have happened in the world, and that's perfectly fine and valid, so I don't want to upset anybody. Just so you know, I will be talking about that at the end of the show. My opinions on it, my feelings about it, how I think you can deal with that kind of stuff. And yeah, I designed a Gaijin Smash t-shirt and many people complained. Do you know who would really like that t-shirt, a Gaijin Smash t-shirt? You should send that design to Tyler. Tyler uses the handle Gaijin Smash for certain things, and I'm sure he would love to have that t-shirt. You should send it to him. Send it to Doga TV's Twitter, and he'll be super happy about it. But yeah, if you guys have got any questions or anything, I will be happy to tell you the answers if I can, depending on what the question is, of course. I'm not a magician. Can't answer every question. So yeah, what is the Gaijin card? Well, in reality, a Gaijin card is your residence card. It's how you live in Japan. I have mine. It's in my wallet. There it is. It's your visa, basically. And if you have it, it means you won't get deported, for the most part. But the reason why you say, oh, use your Gaijin card, it's basically an excuse when there are particular rules in Japan that you should follow, like customary rules, and it means that you can just kind of throw your Gaijin card down and you don't really need to follow them. For example, what's a good example of that? Obviously, there are some rules that you must respect at all times, but a good example of rules that don't really need to be followed. Eating while walking is a thing that like Japanese people just generally don't like to see or do. You just throw your Gaijin card down. Just do what you want. It's fine. Yeah, there you go. Someone just said I personally used it in Japan while as I ate and walked. Yeah, like it's perfectly fine. Drinking on the street, it's perfectly fine. It's not illegal, but it's kind of like one of those things where you've got to be respectful. But if you throw down the Gaijin card, who cares, right? You're a Gaijin. You don't need to follow all the rules. You need to follow the important ones. Like, don't choke on the train. Don't throw your Gaijin card down for talking on the train. On your phone and that's not cool, and people don't like that. So try and be a little bit respectful when it comes to that kind of stuff. But the reason why you call it throwing down the Gaijin card, or the reason why it came to be, I guess, is because the residence card that you have now that everyone has to own. I drank on the street often with my Japanese friends even. Yeah, no, Japanese people do it. I'm not saying that they don't. I'm not saying that Japanese people follow those rules to a T. They don't. I'm saying that there are particular situations where it's like, ooh, you shouldn't do that. And then it's like, why? And they're like, oh, it's just not a done thing. And it's like, well, I'm a Gaijin, so... which sounds really disrespectful, but at the same time, if you follow Japanese like culture rules to a complete T, you're going to go insane in this country because they are very, very strict in their livelihood, and not all Japanese people follow those rules. So it's like you might not even follow the rules with Japanese people, and they'll just be like, haha, this is funny, and to you it's just like, well, this is what I do anyway. So but yeah, why is it called a hell, I don't follow the rules in my own country. There he is! It's Tyler! Hey Tyler, what's up? Phil, tweet him. Get your t-shirt sold. He'll buy it from you. What up, sexy? I'm fine, mate. Yeah, it's called the Gaijin card because the residence card used to be called the Gaijin card, and it was just it's kind of like F you Japan for calling us foreigners and that. I don't know. It's also just like playing your hand in it. So yeah, it's the 28th of May. I had to look at my calendar there, and it's the worst time of year in Japan. It's the worst. It's hot. It's muggy. It's grossly warm, and I'm not into it. I don't like it. So basically, I've been spending a lot of my time indoors. I'm sorry if I don't follow consciousness very well today. I was kept up really, really late by people in my share house. I'm just playing with myself at the office. Right then. There you go. Proper example of Japanese work life. Tyler's just at the office on a Sunday. So good. Man, he's fapping away. I don't want him fapping on my thing. This is not what we need to be doing. But yeah, I was kept awake by people having a fucking party at like 2:30 in the morning, I should say. And I'm really annoyed about it because I wanted to go up onto the roof of my house and take a time lapse of the skyline. But I couldn't wake up in time and I missed the sunrise. And so I'm going to try and get one of the sunset. I don't know if I'll be able to do it because it is kind of cloudy and that kind of ruins time lapses for the fact that you can't see the sun and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, how are you guys? I'm doing good. And all of that stuff. I'm demonstrating the fact that I can type and not look at the keyboard. Whew, pretty good. Yeah, I know why people are partying, but like, if you're partying, like, and this is a share house, you have to respect other people, right? Like, just because you're partying doesn't mean everyone else is. And coming down into the residential area instead of sitting in the I stopped watching Ice Age 5 to watch this. I think you made the right choice, Phil. Ice Age 5, not a good film. This, at least you're getting some interaction. The sun sets over an endless sea. Okay. Or you can lay down the Gaijin card. You can do that. You could. The Gaijin card isn't about disrespecting people's ability to sleep, though. It's more just like they could have gone and partied out on the streets if they wanted to. But how are you guys? You guys good? Phil was watching Ice Age 5. I'm chilling. I was watching... what was I watching earlier? Oh yeah, I was watching an absolute shit ton of... that's exactly what it is. Fair enough. I was watching an absolute shit ton of The Mentalist. Don't know why I'm into like binging kind of bad American TV shows, but I'm into it. I'm enjoying it. I watched the entire first season. No, I watched the entire seasons of Suits that are available on Netflix. Watched Mad Men as well. Yeah, let's talk about Japan. Anyone got any questions about Japan? Anything like that? Want to know why I've got this giant wave stuck on my wall? It's basically saying I don't care about your rules because they don't apply to a non-Japanese house. Okay. Have you seen Recreators? That's an anime, right? A lot of my mates have been... Superstore is kind of funny if you've ever worked in retail. Okay. Was I talking about Superstores? Don't know. I think I've heard of Recreators. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna Google it. Oh yeah, this is this thing. I haven't watched it purely for the fact that it looked a bit. Oh, there's this TV show called Superstore. See, I worked in retail for a long time. I don't want to relive that pain. In terms of Recreators, this looked a bit like a level of like video. It's like the video game-esque animes, right? I'm not super into the being pulled into a video game. Like Real Life was one. Like Log Horizon, all of these things. I'm okay with it. I'm not super into it. No Game No Life. I watched No Game No Life, but the problem with No Game No Life was it perpetuated the idea that it was okay to fucking look at underage girls' panties, and I was really not cool with that. The fan service in that show was really not okay. So, no to No Game No Life. I watched an episode with Stu. That was funny, but I don't think I could put myself through... Tyler, chill, mate. Chill. I don't know if I could put myself through that. Recreators seems alright. No pants in her life. It's about anime and game characters in our world. Oh, that sounds interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I think... I don't know why. Why is it that like anime at the moment has just been like... Yo, put re in front of every title. Re-Life, Recreators, Re-Zero. Like, what is it? Is that a new trend? Or is it like a thing that's going on? I don't kind of understand. Check me out live right now. Put a little GIF. Yeah, if you guys oh shit. What GIF should we use? Oh yes, this guy. What genre of anime do I want to see more of? What genre of anime do I want to see more of? I'm super into like crime re JHIl. Yeah, I should do that. It should be like every video starts with the end of the video, and then I wake up, and then the video starts. That'd be weird. Kind of like Memento, but like, yeah, but no. What kind of anime? I'm really into like crime anime. Like Psycho-Pass was really good. Durarara is one of my favorites. Bakuno is also good. Also stupid anime. I watch a lot of like dumb anime, like The Devil is a Part-Timer. That's a really, really funny anime in my opinion. Just the devil working in McDonald's. It's good. It was funny. There's a load of them. There's like real life anime are really funny to me. Like yeah, it is pretty good, Tyler. It's very good. I don't know. There's a load of stuff that I'm into, and there's a load of stuff that I'm not. Oh God, that's a lot of kanji. Nichijou is really good. Somebody just sent a mass amount of kanji, and I can't even read it. There's a new anime coming about McDonald's. Is that anime about McDonald's going to use the animation they used for that's the hard way to say Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell is incredible. I really, really, really liked Ghost in the Shell. Kokaku Dodai. I'm not Japanese. I'm too tired. I will go get my Mizu in a bit. If anyone was here last time, they'll remember that. But yeah. Yeah, there's loads of fucking anime that I'm all about. Tyler, you're too good with the whole kanji majig. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. But yeah, guys, ask me some questions and I will. Bitch, I use Rikai-chan. I can't use Rikai-chan. I'm on my phone. How am I going to use Rikai-chan? I don't have that ability. Also, the text is only there for like 1 second. I'm not about it. Yeah, if you guys have questions, anything, I will answer them. All that stuff. I want to talk about... We had trouble posting your URL. No, you didn't post it. Oh my God. YouTube is fully off limits now, according to Facebook. How many is many? This is a How many is many? What do you mean? Sorry. How many is many? What do you mean by that? In terms. Is Duolingo any good though? See, I have read some things about Duolingo that make me believe it is not as good as people are making it out to be, and I'm really not cool with that. A lot of people seem to be... Hello, Rebecca! Hello! How art thou? I've been trying Duolingo and I think it's a bit rubbish so far. This is the thing that I've been reading. A lot of people are like, oh, it's amazing, you've got this, you've got this, you've got this, and it's like... I don't personally... I tried it for Spanish, and it was okay for that. Japanese, I think, takes too much in terms of, like, nuance, and too much in terms of, like, like practicing in a different kind of way. So, oh, Rebecca, you're tired. You're gonna go to bed soon. Well, thank you for coming by for this amount of time. However long you stay is great. I'm enjoying the Japan's one so far. I just got through the hiragana lessons. This is the thing, isn't... Yeah, exactly, Lucas, exactly. Isn't Duolingo like... Don't you have to pay for it? Because there is absolutely no reason why anyone should be paying for something to do hiragana and katakana lessons. You can learn hiragana and katakana in 2 days. If you... it is not that difficult to learn those symbols. It's just a memorization tactic. It's free. Okay, well, if it's free, it's free, but I can't imagine that a thing that's meant to teach you a language is, like, completely free. Not bullshit, Tyler. You can learn hiragana and katakana in 2 days. You just need to then practice them for a lot of days after that. You still can't read it. No, but it's down to, like, whether or not you practice it, you know? Can many be accurately quantified? A couple is 2 if used general. How many is many? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I don't agree with all of those sites like Duolingo, even Memrise. Like, I use Memrise, and I recommend that to a lot of people, but holy shit, this dude is asking the real questions. Yeah, it's true. I recommend Memrise and Anki to a lot of people, and I still don't think they're the right way to learn properly, because no matter what you do, it takes practice. Like, you can't... Yeah, Kanji Box, exactly. Like, Kanji Box is an amazing app that Tyler pointed me onto, and I'm actually going to make a video about it, which is great for learning kanji. But at the end of the day, like, you physically cannot remember 2,000 kanji straight away. It's not possible. You need to practice for a long, long time. And you can learn hiragana or katakana in like 2-3 days. Like, but you still have to practice them. If you're not in a Japanese country, you're not going to be using hiragana, katakana, kanji every single day, and therefore you're not going to be able to memorize them that easily. Which is why, like, these sites like Duolingo and there's another one that I can't remember. Yeah, Hello Talk is very, very good. I believe in Hello Talk. I don't use it anymore because I kind of got a bit bored of it. But it's good. I use Wanikani for kanji. It's good. Yeah. Exactly. All of these sites, all of these things are great and super, super helpful. I'm actually, one second, I'm going to turn the light on in here because I'm this side of my face, I'm looking a bit like Two-Face right now. Oh. That did nothing. Perfect. All of these sites are fantastic to begin with. You know, I study with Kumon. Pretty good, pretty expensive. Isn't Kumon the kindergarten place? I'm pretty sure they're an English school, aren't they? Like, maybe they do Japanese lessons too? If they do, that's something I've never heard of, and that's pretty cool information. I might have to research it and see what they're like. It's a cram school. Okay. So that's very interesting. Kanji Box is iOS only. Fuck my life. Yeah, I think there is an equivalent that you could get for Android. If not, just like do what you can with what you have. Like, I've used Android apps before. There's not a huge amount of great Android apps, but you'll find some stuff. Eventually, you'll find what you need to find, and you'll find one that works for you. Memrise, for me, works for me because I like the idea of it being a game. It's setting you daily goals and stuff, and it tracks everything. I like that, and that's for me. But lots of people like Anki, and lots of people like pretty sure Japanese Pod 101 have an app now. If they don't, they really should. They have an app for the Mac, which is expensive, but probably the best Japanese learning tool that I've ever come across, in terms of value for money, since it's literally every single lesson on JapanesePod101.com you can have on your Mac for like $40, I think it is, or $50 or something like that. And it gets updated, and so I have basically a subscription to JapanesePod101.com for a one-time payment, which is really, really good in my opinion. Best value for money I've ever spent. So JapanesePod101.com is the shit. It is. It's pretty good. I very much like their way of communicating Japanese. By the way, every time anyone says the shit and Japanese in the same sentence, I keep having flashbacks to you may not have, you probably have seen it, Chris Abroad in Japan, Abroad in Japan's video about you hate Peter. Oh, that's mean. Abroad in Japan had a video where he teaches swear words, and there's just one scene where the Japanese girl says the shit, and it's like, it's really funny for no reason other than I'm just, I just find it funny. But yeah, Lucas, so funny. Thank you. You're not saying that about me. I don't know why I said thank you. Any questions or anything? I really don't have a lot to talk about today. Night all. Good night, Rebecca. I'm sorry that we didn't start earlier because you must be really, really tired. What was your favourite book? If one is difficult to say, what are a few you enjoy? Oh, favourite book? I do have a favourite book. Oh shit, you're pretty hot, man. Thanks. Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. My favourite book? That's really hard for me to say because I love thinking you read. No, I do. I read. I don't read as much anymore. One of my favourite books was a crime book called The Postcard Killers. If you've ever... that's a really, really, really good book. And you should definitely read that. Like no word of a lie. Very well written, very fun and entertaining, and it starts with a sex scene. So that's one of my favorite books. Another book that I really like I like fantasy books, or I used to like fantasy books a lot, and Postcard Killers, yeah, that's right. Oh my god. What is happening? I'm getting tweets, guys. Eat this curry rice, earn $900 from Kotaku. Huh. We may have to do that. Yeah. I really like the Santafrax books, if you know of those. Rip Sir Terry. What the fuck? Holy shit. What's going on? I'm losing control of my live stream. Next food fight. No, the next food fight you have to go do. You remember? Unless you mean a very bad connection. Oh, God. Here we go. Let's get rid of that. Let's see if the connection comes back. Guys, tell me if the connection's super bad, if I'm being all choppy and stuff. I'm sorry if that's the case. Seem okay now? It says on the thing. I think it's do you know what? I'm gonna give me 1 second. I'm gonna turn off my laptop. Hopefully that'll free up the connection. The problem is, there we go. There we go. It's back. It's back now. No problems. I know what it was. Basically, someone on this hall is constantly, and I mean constantly, downloading stuff. We don't share internet, but well, I guess we do share internet. This is my internet, but someone on this hall downloads loads of stuff and it throttles the rest of the internet. Yeah, he's DLing porn. You must construct additional pylons. I wish I could. Unfortunately, there's a temple next door. I think we're in a conservation area, so I can't really do that. Oh god, I'm tired. Oh, I feel bad. People like dropped. People left for the connection problems. I'm sorry, guys. What was I saying? Yeah, I've completely lost my trail of thought. So just ask a question and I'll get back onto a topic. I'm sure. Basically, need questions to keep going me, because I've got a brain like a jitterbug. Mamizu. Why is the sky? But it's a pretty good question. I can't answer the question if I'm honest. The sky is because it is. That's why the sky is. The sky is what it is. I feel like I'm being trolled right now and I'm not entirely sure. Mizu time. Yeah, it is. It's Mizu time. It's fucking hot, man. It's fucking hot in here. What do I do at Doga TV? That's a good question. I am a editor and I'm also an SEO person. If you don't know what SEO is, it's called search engine optimization. I'm also a pain in Tyler's ass apparently. I'm only a pain in his ass because he wants me, you know. No, basically, I'm not Tyler's boss. No, if anything, he's my boss. But yeah, no, I edit most of the YouTube videos. Basically, the more recent ones. It's okay if you've had a few beers. That's fair, that's fine. I'm cool. I'm down with that. I'm all right with it, man. I'm all right with it, bro. Yeah, no. Basically, any recent videos that you may have seen on Doga TV, I edited most of those. Some of them I don't. They go off to our other editor. He's my sexy editor and assistant creative director, and he is an SEO god. Don't know about that. I try my best. Try my best at everything. But basically, my main role is editing, which is why. What is the answer to life, the universe, and everything? Isn't it 42? Isn't it 42? Yeah, I thought so. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I didn't actually like that film very much. I thought it was quite boring and a little bit bad. Sorry. Not a fan. Not a fan. Someone told me that the books are way better, but I personally think that the books were like, I don't know, when did they come out? In the 80s or something? I'm not going to read something from the 80s. Just make the film better. It was also kind of an insult to like British filmmaking. So yeah, no, I wasn't a fan. The book was better for sure. See, this is the thing. Like, I'm sick of like, well, the book is always going to be better because they've got more time to do stuff. Like, yeah. Fair point. The books are always going to be better because you have, let's say, average book, 450 pages ish, 500 pages maybe, depending on the book, depending on the topic. The 500 pages, which could take you, I don't know, 4 hours to read versus a 2 hour, maybe not even 2 hour, like an hour and a half film. Like, you can't base everything on what the book was. Like, it's the same with Game of Thrones. Like, personally, I've read the Game of Thrones books. They're really good, but the series does a way better job of making sure everything is great, you know? Not sure if you've answered this, but what's the best example of using the Gaijin card? That was from Doga TV. Best example of using the Gaijin card? When was the best time I've ever done it? Oh yeah, like, my favourite time to use the Gaijin card, it's kind of bad, but my favourite time to use the Gaijin card is basically when you see there's like a line and you just kind of cut in front of it just because like they're queuing for no reason. Yeah, like the trains and stuff, like it's all fair game on the trains. Don't queue for that shit, just get on it. Like that's something I really don't like about Japan. Just like get on the train. You don't need to queue for a train. It's stupid. Like once everyone's off, it's fair game. Just get on the train. Especially at Shinjuku Station, with like everyone queuing up, you can't move. Like just stand, get on the train. It's fine. Mizu break. Yeah. So that's my perfect example of Gaijin card. Another example of Gaijin card usage, probably people just like, I don't know, abusing the Nomihodai rules, where it's like, oh, you can only order one drink at a time, but if you pretend like you don't speak Japanese, you can order as many drinks as you want because they can't complain. That sounds awful. I sound really horrible. I don't mean to. It's just that you can't let Japan's rules and regulations like take control of your life. Exactly, Phil. You can't. But you can't let Japanese rules and regulations like rule your life here because you will just go insane. Because you're a foreigner at the end of the day. Like, a foreigner thinks a different way than the Japanese people do, and that's the truth, unfortunately. And they just have to kind of get used to that eventually, but they never will. So that's great. Oh, this is nice. I'm just chilling, just having a little conversation. I'm gonna put the aircon on. It's kind of hot. Oh, put the aircon on. Yeah. If anyone's got any questions, throw them my way. While I agree with that, people do have to assimilate to an extent. Yeah, I'm saying I was advised by some Japanese friends to always pretend you only speak a little Japanese because you'll get treated better. So use the card sparingly. Yeah, that's a prime example. You do have to assimilate yourself with the Japanese culture. You do. But I'm saying that assimilating yourself completely is just a very short trip to driving yourself batshit insane. What you should do is assimilate yourself with key points. Like, prime example is don't talk on the phone on the train. That's just a rule. Just don't do it. Like, say itadakimasu before you eat, or say gotsou-sama deshita after you're done. Like, be polite, but you're not Japanese at the end of the day. You are a foreigner. So you are allowed to ignore some of the stupid shit they do. Like, if, like, a prime example of that is, like, I personally don't really agree with buying omeyage for everyone when you're going to something. Like, if you get super triggered by trains, yeah, good on you, man. Don't talk on the train. Don't talk on the phone on the train. It's really fucking rude. And also, that's rude, like countrywide, not even worldwide. You don't talk on the phone on the train in London. Like, on the tube, there's an unwritten rule. Everyone stays silent and just be nice. One of my favorite things about Japan, the omiyage thing. No, it's not good. It's such a stupid idea. Like, because it, and the same thing with like giri choco and like, which by the way is obligation chocolate, which is a thing that happens on Valentine's Day. Like, all of these things, I don't have to give giri choco because I'm not a girl. But, and like, I don't celebrate White Day because I'm not a fucking Japanese person. On Valentine's Day, I'll just give my girlfriend some chocolate. But like, the whole thing with omiyage is an absolutely stupid rule. It's basically perpetuating the idea that everyone you work with is your friend, and that's just not true. Like, just because you work with people does not mean they're your friends. And also the same thing as the share house. People leave omiyage in this share house all the time, and I'm just like, why? Like, what's the point? Like, these people, I've never talked to them, but I'm getting chocolate and snacks and stuff from them. No. If I go somewhere, if I'm going to buy something, it's going to be for me, or it's going to be for my girlfriend, or it's going to be for my actual friends. Like, that's the truth. Yeah, I don't even like... Okay. Taking northern trains around Manchester is a surefire way to get annoyed at people for being loud on their phones. I don't know about that. Like, I'm from Manchester. Mancunian. Well, maybe it's because I'm from maybe my area that just don't use their phones that often on the train. I'm not sure, but I've never experienced people talking extremely loud on the phone in Manchester. I have experienced it on the bus. That shit needs to go away. But yeah, no. The main example of like people being okay on public transport in the UK would probably be the tube in London. But who wants to fucking go there? Sorry guys, I don't mean to be this tired. You can blame the wankers for having a party at 2:30 in the morning. Ha. I'm awake. I lived in Walkden. It happens a few times. Where's Walkden? I don't even know what that is. Any tips for Immigration Bureau? I've got to go get an extension. Lucas, are you getting an extension of your stay? Like, do you have a visa, or are you getting an extension on a tourist visa? Because if you're on a tourist's visa, I genuinely don't know how you're meant to extend that. Extension on tourist. Okay. I'm pretty sure if you're from the UK, you should have absolutely no problems. You just kind of go and tell them that you want to stay, as long as you have like a plan. I think that's all they ask for is like where you're going to go and stuff like that. Man, it's in Manchester. It's close to Bolton though. See, I don't go towards Bolton because that place makes me sad inside. I'm pretty sure if you are a UK citizen, all they ask for is a plan of what you're going to do and that. So, I switched from my phone to my computer and you're talking about something totally different. Yeah, that happens. I'm a bit of a tangent person, really. But yeah, I think you'll be fine, Lucas, mate. I don't think that you'll have any issues. They might ask you to bring all your ID, passport, driver's license if you've got one, and stuff. They may ask you to prove that you have enough money to survive for an extra 3 months. But at the end of the day, like, an extension of a visa takes 2 months to process, so you're still going to get 2 months no matter what. Even if they say no. I assume, Lucas, you're looking for a job, right? That's why you're trying to extend, or are you just partying? Because if you're just like hanging out and partying and that, then that's fine. What you don't want to happen is you'd be looking for a job, you get that 2-month extension while waiting for the extension, and then that turned into basically a no, and then you can't switch your visa over. You don't want that. So yeah, just basically just be prepared. Get your money in order and stuff. Now I'm a student and I'm on like a placement. I'm on like a placement year and I can't get a student visa because I'm not studying on a course here. Oh, okay, right. You'll be fine then. Just like tell them the truth. Like at the end of the day, that's all they're there for. And here's one thing, if they don't have someone who speaks English there, just be like, yo, go get an English speaker. Sorted. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just explain the situation. You'll be fine. Just take all your ID. They may ask you for some money. They won't ask you for money. They may ask some proof of money, proof of like your ability to be here, and not like starve. And that should be fine. I think you'll be all right. Honestly, I genuinely don't hear of people from the UK get rejected for that extension of stay because we're entitled to it. It's in our like rights. But of course, they may reject you. That is just a possibility. So just be prepared. Is all I'm going to say. I'm sorry for Manchester's loss on the 22nd. Totally awful. My question is quite pedestrian, but I have to ask. Oh shit! What have I clicked? I have to ask. In your opinion, when is the best time of year to visit? And favourite city. My favourite city, completely random answer, but my favourite city is Kamakura, which is north of Tokyo. It's on the it's closer to Korea, I guess, than it is Tokyo. It's my favourite city by a fucking mile. It's awesome, and the best time to visit Japan is spring. It's the nicest weather. It's when everyone's wearing kimono and there's cherry blossoms and stuff like that. I wouldn't recommend the months of June and July because that's the rainy season and it's just gross. August is okay, but it's really, really hot and there's shit tons of mosquitoes everywhere. And then the winter months kind of suck. Fall is okay. Basically, the in-between months. Fall, fine. Spring, great. Winter, it's cold. Summer, it's really hot. That's basically it. That is how you do it. So yeah, that's my opinion on the whole Japan traveling situation. You like my hair? Thank you. If you're in Japan and you want this haircut, or you don't want this haircut, but if you want a haircut, you should go to Fabio Alfonso. He is my hairdresser. And Shingo. He is my other hairdresser. Go to their salon. It's good stuff. Shameless plug. But yeah, that's the best time. I don't know. Is that the best time to come? Because everyone comes in the spring, so it's super touristy. And then you got Golden Week as well, so that's kind of shit. I don't know, actually. That is a bit weird. Maybe just before spring. Maybe that's the best time to come. February, March. Maybe March, just before April. Fall is the best, like September. I don't know. Because, like, the thing with Japan, right? Japan has a really weird situation where it doesn't build or drop steadily in temperature. It basically is like, oh, it's 10 degrees, it's 10 degrees, it's 10 degrees. Oh, it's 32. Like, it very rarely builds on a steady incline, and it very, very rarely drops on a steady decline. So, like, weather is good for snow sports. Now I'm going to go skiing in the end of That sounds really, really nice. I'd be all about that. Bar the skiing, not about skiing, but the onsen in the snow sounds amazing. I want to go in the spring. Never heard of Kamakura. Sounds great. I want to go to Kyoto too. I live in New York, so I'm used to seeing change weather. There you go. If you're used to the sea and the changing in weather like that, like you'll be fine in Tokyo. Kyoto is beautiful. There's, I will say, unfortunately, in Kyoto, there's not a lot to do, but it is great. It's a very beautiful, beautiful city. 20 to 40 degree drops. What? Oh, Fahrenheit. Oh, I was about to go. I was about to be like, Jesus. 40 degrees Celsius drop would be pretty upsetting. Loved Kyoto and it's close to Nara. Yeah, it is close to Nara, and Nara is great. Kyoto is beautiful. Like, this is the thing. Like, there's so many places in Japan that are, like, legitimately, like, super pretty and super beautiful and super entertaining. But I'm not going to lie to you and say there's loads to do, because there's not. Especially if you don't speak Japanese. Just adventuring is sometimes enough for a lot of people. But a load of people say, I'm going to go to Kyoto for a month, and I'm like, why? Like, don't go to one city for a month. If you're going to be here for a month, if you're going to be here for any more than, like, I would say any more than 2 weeks, like, or even any more than a week, get on a train and go somewhere else. I definitely pick Kyoto first, at least for me. It'd be great. Dude, like, if it is your thing, then it's your thing, and that's great, and that's awesome. But like I said, like, if you're going to go for a long period of time, don't go to one city, go to multiple. I want to go to Kyoto for a month and let... yeah. Yeah, like, I mean, this is the thing that, like, Tokyoites, I suppose, start to have trouble with. Man, like, people have got, like, some mad knowledge of Japan. Like, I don't even know half these places you guys are throwing up. Osaka is great. If you live in Tokyo, though, Osaka is pretty much the same. What city in Japan do you think has the best food? Check out Matsushima. Worth a visit. Man, I'm going to have to check out Matsushima. Best food in Japan? Wow. I guess Fukuoka has some of the best food, especially if you like pork. Because they tend to make a lot of things with, like, pork broth and stuff like that. So that's probably got quite good food. Kyoto has very, very good food. I fucking love your name, Herb Toka. One of the 3 best sites. Nice. I've heard that. Honestly, I've heard that, like, Ibaraki has really, really good food, and Chiba has really good seafood. Like, this is the thing. Saying, like, which city has the best food in Japan is kind of impossible to say, because, like, every city has its own delicacy. Every city has some amazing food to have. So I would say just go to a city and then ask someone, like, oh, what's the local, like, cuisine here? Like, what is the, for example, what's, like, Chiba's #1 food? Like, and they'd be like, oh, seafood barbecue. And then you're like, oh, cool, let's go and get that. Like, you go to Kobe, like, what's the best food in Kobe? Oh, it's obviously Kobe beef. Like, okay, cool, we go and get that. Like, there are, like, high-grade, delicious delicacies in every city in all of Japan, except for, funnily enough, except for Tokyo. I would not say that Tokyo has a specific food that you could associate with it, other than maybe monjayaki, which, if you don't know what that is, monjayaki is the worst looking food on the face of the earth. It looks like vomit. I could not recommend it to anyone. Tokyo bananas. Yeah, Tokyo banana is a Tokyo food. I guess you got me there, Phil. Tokyo banana, by the way. is really fucking good. If you ever get that as an omiyage, that person, give them a hug. They deserve it. They're not cheap either. They're like 2,000 yen for like 10. Ah, the Coke is finished. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say that Tokyo has a delicacy, so to speak. A lot of people told me that like sushi that we know as of now, mizu time. The sushi that we know of now, like nigiri sushi and stuff like that, that all kind of originated from Tokyo. I heard that from a Japanese person. Not entirely sure how concrete that is. Apparently Tokyo used to be a big crab place, but I don't tend to see a lot of like crab stuff knocking about. Yes, that's Edo style. Thank you. That person was not lying to me. Good stuff. Yeah, if you guys are watching, by the way, make sure you share this live stream out and get the word out about people, because I think not a lot of people like know I do this stuff yet. And not a lot of people know that it's the last Sunday of every month that I put it up. And also, sucks to be me, the Japanese, like, oh my god, there's a fucking GIF running on my screen right now of just cheese, and I'm all about it. Sorry. Scroll away from that. Not a lot of people can watch this stuff, unfortunately, at the moment, because of the fact that I live in Japan, and for me, it's 3 p.m. right now, but for like the UK, it's only like 6 in the morning, so it's like, I don't know, it kind of sucks for them, I think, because a lot of people who watch my stuff are from the UK, and they never get to see me because I can't stream at like 10 at night because I've got to go to work tomorrow. So like, I'm still trying to find a compromise. 2 a.m. here, 1 a.m. here. Look, I'm like really upset for you guys. I'm sorry. Here in New Zealand, it's 6 p.m. so it's good time for me. Works at 6 a.m. for me. Fuck, dude. Look, I'm really sorry. I need to find a good time to do a live stream. But it's difficult to cater to everybody in the world. Like, there's no one time stamp that, like, sets a good precedent, I guess. You mean it's all good? Adam, thank you. I'm glad. Basically, it's just, like, I'm just trying to figure out the timings at the moment. It might end up being that I have to wake up super early on a Sunday and just stream right away, because that way it means that people can kind of join in, I guess. And if I stream for like 2-3 hours, it means that people can, like, I don't know, stick about for the whole thing. 8 likes! 8 likes! Oh! Hachi Ine, I feel blessed. If you were a city mascot, what kind of mascot would you be? Have you ever seen Mr. Blobby? I'd be him with a better haircut. If you don't know who Mr. Blobby is, Google him. But yeah, it's look at what time Victor and Hiko do it, maybe. Oh yeah, but I don't want to live stream at the same time as someone else. That's like not on. Like I don't know. I like this being like my private little thing that I can just do my own time. Mr. Blobby is nightmare fuel. He fucking is nightmare fuel. Just because like the noises he makes. Let me see if I'm gonna see if I can get a video of Mr. Blobby up and not crash my stream. I want to put the sound up. He's fucking horrifying.
The big fat quiz of... What the fuck were you allowed near kids? Go about nailing...
Just make it... I can't even look at it. It's horrifying. Use YouTube Analytics to see where the majority of your viewers are and base it off of that. Cranroyd, I will. No, that's what I do for my job. So I basically try and base it off of that stuff. But when 90% of my audience are, well, it's basically a 40-50 10 split, where it's like 10% of my audience come from, yeah, Mr. Blobby, nightmare fuel, serial killer in a costume. 10% of my audience come from Africa, Asiana, so like Asia and Australia and stuff. Australasia, sorry, not Asiana. Australasia, and then 40% come from the UK, 50% come from America. Makes it very, very difficult to pick a good time for everybody. So what I'm assuming I'll probably do is these will probably start later on in the evening, around about 4, which is when everyone starts to wake up in the UK. But then people in America, it's going to be like 6 a.m. for them. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Basically, when this video goes live, post in the comment section what time would be good for you, and I'll try and find a medium out of that. How about that? Does that work for you guys? Because here's another thing. You bet you didn't know this. The live chat that you're all live chatting in right now, Americans can see our lives. They're on our channel. Sure, Doka TV. Sure, Tyler. Sure. Bet you didn't know this. All of your chats that you're throwing up in the live chat right now, they will all disappear. I will never see those again, which sucks, because last time we had some really, really good, fun chats, and I really wanted to see them again, and they just go. Like, there's no storing them, there's nothing, and it's really sad, honestly. Well, because we are going to do them late as fuck. Yeah, that's true. I'm really excited, by the way, about the direction. Maybe that's good sometimes. Yeah. I'm really excited about the direction that Doga TV is going in. I can't talk about it at the moment. That is for Tyler to discuss with people, but I'm really excited about it, and I hope you guys have been watching. If you are a fan of this channel, or you like me, or you like my editing style, like, it all transfers over to Doga TV. It's just sometimes I'm not in front of the camera, sometimes it's Tyler's face. Can you copy and paste before it ends? The super chat? No, I can't do anything. Because I'm streaming on my phone, I literally can't grab any of the chat, and if I try and grab it on the computer, I don't know, it just won't let me copy it. I truly don't know how it works. I'm sure there is a way. It's probably like save super chat or save live stream or any of that stuff. It just, I don't know. It baffles my mind. I may be very good at SEO and I may be very good at editing. I am not very good at technology. It's very weird. I'm like an old man when it comes to technology. But yeah, to anyone who has witnessed Mr. Blobby, I'm sorry. And to everyone who's watching, thank you for coming. 13 people here. It's an unlucky number, but it's lucky for me today because all you guys are here. Yeah. You can copy paste it. Yeah, but there you go. If you want to copy paste the chat, throw it in the chat for me. You can be the one who pastes the comment, and I will love you long time, and I'll pin your comment. How about that? Maybe write it all down by hand. John, Mark, no, I'm not. It copies their pictures too. Oh, we're not back to the beginning. See? It's not a concrete system. Right, we've been going for about an hour, which means it's Mizu time. Mizu time! But this Hello, I'm not sure what's going on here, but hi. Animu Reef. What's going on is I'm just chatting to the people who watch my channel and I'm just having a good old time. This happens every single Sunday. No, it doesn't. This happens every last Sunday of the month, and basically we all just gather up, we just chat, have a little convo, and there's Q&As and stuff, like ask me anything. That's what it is. It's an AMA, basically. Yeah. I did want to say this. I really enjoy your content, and you totally remind me of a friend. Keep up the great work. Herb Toker, thank you, man. It's like comments like that that make me super happy. Like, you know, I don't, I don't know how to respond to that in a proper way, but it's comments like that that keep creators like me and creators like Tyler, just keep us going, you know. The other day, we met up with a guy from Tyler's first live stream, who was luckily just visiting Japan. I met up with him, and it was cool as hell. Convo, feel like I'm on a MSN Messenger. What a flashback! Oh, long time. Hisashi Buri. It's all good, man. Just wanted to throw it out there. Dude, Herb Toker, you're a good man. I got mad love for you. MSN Messenger, that takes me back. Yeah. Man, that's crazy. Actually, do you know what? Like, I wish like IM things like that would come back. Like, Facebook, I'm kind of wary of Facebook. Like, I don't like the fact that they're tracking all your shit and stuff. Like, oh shit, Phil, just doing the super chat right now. $1. $1 helps a man get a $1 slice of pizza. So I'm super happy with that. Thank you very much, man. That was really kind of you. Really appreciate that. I'm gonna spend that $1 on something. What shall I spend it on? You know what? You get to decide. You've been to Japan before. Like, you just throw out the $1. You tell me what to spend it on. And if any of you weebs, otakus, want to let us know. Yeah, if you want to chill with us, like, you want to chill with me or you want to chill with Tyler, like, just say. We'll figure something out, you know. We'll hit up, have a convo, have some melon pan. I have a melon pan. I have one. It's going back in the fridge. Spend it on pencils to write all this shit down. I guess I could spend. I don't know if I want to spend it on pencils. I could get a $1 burger from McDonald's. Probably what I'm gonna do. Let's be honest. You know, 100 yen menu. Oh yeah. Spend it on Mizu? No, man. How much do wagashi cost in Japan? Is it cheaper or more expensive? Wagashi is expensive no matter where you're looking. If you come to Aichi way, for sure we should chill, Hill. Dude, we'll chill. We'll chill, no problem. I love the McDonald's teriyaki burgers. All sorts of good. Yeah, the wagashi. There's a wagashi store in my town. Average you're looking at for a box of like 4 or 5. I think it's 6 in a box, 4 in a box, or 2 in a box. The average cost you're looking at is about like 4,000 yen for like the good stuff, 2,000 yen for an average one, 1,500 for like the kind of one, you know. Really good matcha is expensive everywhere too, just a pricey commodity. Exactly, and that's the thing. Like, yeah, like this is the thing, Tyler. Well, compared to New York, it's going to be cheaper because it's in Japan and they make it here. But when you think about what you're buying for the price you're paying, like I'm not about paying 4,000 yen, which is $40 for 6 pieces of candy. Like, this is the whole idea of like sushi in foreign countries. Like, sushi is just a piece of fish on rice. It's not like I can get $25 a pound of ceremonial Yuji matcha. Wagashi is art, not food. Yeah, this is the thing. Like, people associate. Like, I'm all about people associating Japanese food as art because Japanese culinary skills do kind of reflect art, and that's great. But the thing is, at the end of the day, it's food. Sushi takes a lot of skill to prepare, and it takes a lot of like long learning and studying and all this stuff. But the fact that burped, sorry. The fact that you can go to a train sushi place here and spend $1.08, I think, or whatever it is. You can spend $1 basically and get sushi, or you can go to a sushi train in England and spend £5 per plate. Where is the logic there? And like you are saying right now, for the most part, these fancy Japanese like cultural experiences are experiences. Sex sushi. These Japanese culinary experiences are experiences over food, and that's fine. Yo Sushi is bullshit. Mark, thank you. Like, I went to Yo Sushi before I came to Japan, and I was like, damn, this shit's expensive. How? £4.50 for a plate of sushi? And then I came here, and they're like, oh yeah, 74 yen sushi. 74 yen is so fucking cheap for 2 pieces of sushi. That is ridiculous. Now, granted, I know that England has a higher tax range and stuff like that, but still, come on. Like, if they're selling it for 72 yen here, the things they're making in Yo Sushi, which isn't actually sushi, it's that what they call candy sushi with the like fucking avocado and shit all over the place. That's all. That's not about it. Did you hit Wasabi up when you were in Manchester? I've been to Wasabi. I fucking like that store, except for one thing. Like, what? I went to a bar in Philly last night, and they had a sushi bar inside. What the fuck? Definitely, I'm a sushi chef, and I could literally charge practically whatever. Some places are a definite rip-off. Herb Toka? Definitely. Completely. 100%. And cool, congratulations on being a sushi chef. So yeah, Wasabi, the shop in Manchester. Great store, except for a couple of things. One thing, they have Chung-Yu. I'll talk to you in a second about travel in Japan. Tyler, shut the fuck up. Basically, Wasabi, they don't employ anyone Japanese. I'm Yo Chung. Sorry, dude. Yo Chung, I'll get to you in a sec. Yeah, they don't employ anyone Japanese. This is a problem that Manchester has, is that they like full on like talk about like, oh, it's traditional sushi chef. It's not. It's like oh god, what, like people are throwing out words. I can't keep up. Kind of the same problem with Wagamama's. Wagamama sucks. Wagamama should not be a thing. For one, Wagamama means greedy, and I don't like that name. 2, Wagamama's food is absolute dog shit. 3, the people who work at Wagamama, they can't read Japanese, they can't speak Japanese, they don't even look Japanese, but they wear kimono and stuff like that. It's like, it's so, one, it's disrespectful because no one would be serving that kind of food dressed in kimono and yukata. What? 2, to have things written in Japanese on the menu and then not have people be able to understand what those words are. Don't do it. Don't do it. Pretend that they understand, or teach them some fucking words. That's like if I called my store Ass Hat. Yeah, exactly. Like, there is one store in Manchester that I'm all about, and it's not a good store. It's not a perfect example of Japanese food by a long shot, but it is a perfect example of Asian fusion cuisine that I'd eat at Has Hat. I would too. It's a perfect example of Asian fusion cuisine, and that's called Tampopo. Tampopo, they do fusion, they do Asian cuisine from all around the world. The only thing I don't like is their ramen, not great. Everything else that's Japanese that's there, very, very, very good. There's also a Japanese restaurant. I don't know if it's still there. It was there when I went 5 years ago. So very, 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 very possibly could be gone. Called Budo, which is grape. And that place is awesome. Very Japanese. All the staff are Japanese. The owner is Japanese. Even the waitresses that work there, they're all either Japanese or half Japanese, and they all speak Japanese, which is great. Ass Hat, we serve best donkey meat this side of Turks. Yeah, I'd definitely go to that restaurant. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not about it. Anyway, talking about getting around Japan, got a little bit distracted. Like basashi, but it's ass. There you go. Basashi. Taunton fishmongers do sushi, which is reasonably priced. Traveling around Japan. Cheap way to travel around Japan. Actually was said earlier, the cheapest way to get around, if you're not from this country, is get yourself the best night market. I'll have to think about that. Give me a second. If you're not from the country, you can get a rail card, which is it's the JR Pass, JR Rail Pass, and then you can just ride all JR lines without having to buy a ticket. That's a great way to get about. Kind of expensive. If you're here for a short amount of time, I think there's like a 1 week alternative. Can't remember though. Another thing to do, if you've got a 10,000 yen note, buy a Pasmo, throw the 10,000 yen on it, and then just travel around. Depends on where you're going, really. If you're going to be traveling up and down the country using the Shinkansen and stuff, definitely get the JR pass. If you're just going to be in Tokyo, throwing 10,000 yen on your Pasmo and just riding the rails, probably the best way to do it. If you're going to go really far and you don't want to commit to a JR pass because you don't want to be using just the trains, keep burping, sorry. If you don't want to be just using the trains, get on a night bus, like was suggested earlier. Get on a night bus, ride it, and you'll end up where you need to be. Most night buses run you about 3,000 yen, I think. Pasmo is great, so cheap compared to the UK. I was so surprised. Yeah, the Oyster card can fuck off. That is a sad excuse for a rail card. Really not happy about it. Even with JR Pass, you do have to buy some train tickets. Yeah, you have to buy train tickets that are not part of the JR system. If you ride the Keio line in Tokyo or the Odakyu or any of those things, privatized lines, you have to pay for the ticket. JR lines, you don't have to pay. So that's pretty much how it works. And I think there's some Shinkansens that you can't get for free, like the Nozomi, the fast ones. Those you can't get on with the JR Pass without paying. But that's fine. You don't need to take the Nozomi. It's not that fast compared to the other ones. There you go. I hope that helped, man. For night markets, that's a bit tough. Closest things I can think of: Shimikitazawa, Amiyoko. Yeah, basically, Tyler's got you back there. Like, I don't know anything about night markets. I don't go outside. It's scary out there. Mizu time. I'm gonna drink my mizu for a second. My throat's getting a little bit sore, so you guys throw out some questions, and I'll read them, and I'll make a question and answer it right now. Mr. Blobby might be outside. Stay inside where it's safe. Mr. Blobby can break through walls. You aren't safe. You aren't safe from Mr. Blobby. I recommend Shimaka's. Don't go to Shimakazawa. You might get harassed by Tyler. He might be all up in your face, telling you to go drinking with him when you don't want to. Oh yeah. Wow. I'm gonna. This is not the stream being over. I am literally just taking a little tiny break for my voice to not die. I've been talking solidly for about 81 minutes now, so I am just having a little break, having a little bit of water. You guys throw some questions out, and I'll be happy to answer them though. Oh. Oh, baby, I love your way. Maybe beer would be better. I'm actually not drinking this month. I've taken a kind of stop at drinking for a bit. I'm glad you're more yourself, man. Chung Yo. Am I usually not myself? Play some light music in the background. Okay, I'll do that right now. Do you know what? Let's do that right now, Tyler. Tay. Random question. On the last live stream, I never got around to asking, do you know of any foreigners getting computer programming related jobs in Japan? Yes, I do. Actually, 3 people who live in this house have computer related jobs in Japan. Not that hard to get. If you have a degree and you can speak some Japanese, you can pretty much do whatever. Quick note, you're already here. 18 kippu is pretty cheap way to travel. I'm close to finishing my degree. Cool, man. Like, if you have a degree and you can speak a little bit Japanese, that's all you need, bro. It's all you need. Like, I'll tell you right now. This is you don't need the best Japanese in the world. I have an associate's degree, but I also have 15 years experience in my field. Phil, do you have a job in Japan? There we go. Light music in the background. This is Tyler's request, so fulfilling it. I actually don't know what an associate's degree is. Like, I'm guessing that's like a vocational degree, like you got it from community college or something, which, yeah, that can be really, really tough and kind of a pain in the ass to get a job here. I mean, if you've got the time, can you not just do an online course to finish off the other 2 years and then finish university, kind of? Man, if you want to learn Japanese, you got to do it, man. Got to do it. My Japanese is not incredible, but I was lucky enough to get a job thanks to Tyler. Like, learn Japanese to a point, go to Japan, make friends, you'll find a job, no problem. Can you guys hear the music, or is this just me listening to the music? Why am I getting an uh-oh? What's happened? 2-year degree. If you have over 10 years experience, Phil, I think that counts. Like, you don't need to, I don't think you need to have a degree if you have 10 years experience, you should count as a professional, and therefore you don't need to. Actually, I have 5.5 years of school, though. I don't know, like, that's a difficult situation. You might have to just kind of, like, find a job in America that does what you do and then get transferred out here if they've got a base over here. I don't know, like, that's a difficult one, man, I'm sorry. Or just, like, do a degree. Like, if you have the money, why not? You know, people do degrees all the time. Like, if you want to be out here and the thing that's holding you back is having a degree, go do a degree in Japanese. If you already have the skills to do the job, you don't need the skills to do it. So, no time or money for that. IT is not impossible. Man, like, I think, like, I have a friend who doesn't have a degree, and he got visa sponsorship. It just depends, you know. They seem to be relaxing a little bit on their visa regulations in terms of, like, white people. That sounds awful, but it is very true. If you're from a native English-speaking country and you're white, you tend to get treated far better in this country than a lot of other people. I'm not about this song. I'm going to change it. Does anyone have any, like... if anyone has any song requests, there's something you can do. Song requests. Tweet them at me. They cannot be copywritten, I don't think. You almost got a job at the game studio. There you go, Phil. That's a prime example, mate. It's a degree's not everything. And also, on top of that, all that stuff. Future bass, mate. Okay, let's grab some future bass. Let's go to Bass Rebels. Get some good music up. The Mr. Blobby song. I don't want to terrify everybody. Are you going to vote? Mark? Yes, I am. And you're not going to like what I'm going to vote for, so, you know. I feel like you're going to get up and do an instructional dance. Like the guacamole woman. Guacamole. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. Yeah. I'd rather not talk. I'm not gonna vote. I'm not gonna vote for UKIP. Don't worry about that. I'm not gonna talk politics though on this stream. You could play some stuff from Tokyo Digital Crew. What the hell is Tokyo Digital Crew? I'm voting for Mr. Blobby. I'm gonna check out Tokyo Digital Crew to see what this is all about. Wow. Oh, it's like live stream, like music making. Okay. Now I don't wanna use other people's like videos and stuff. Like I can't do that because that infringes copyright, and it infringes the community settings on the community guidelines on YouTube. So I'm just gonna play a stream of music from Bass Rebels because it's all copyright free. And that'll do us well until the end of the stream. So yeah, guys. Any questions or anything? Do I like Nujabes? Nujabes? What? I don't know what that is. This isn't a music stream. Shut up. I'm not talking about music only. Just gonna rock out with my cock out. Tyler, we were never friends, man. We were never friends. What are some of them better music videos, music venues where you're at? Good music venues? Are you talking like clubs and stuff? Or are you talking like gig places? Because I don't know about. I've only been to one gig. I've only ever been to one gig in American in Japan. I'm getting a bit loopy. I'm tired. Only been to one gig, and it was at it was just at a live bar in Ebisu, and that wasn't that good in my opinion. There's a lot of like places you can see lives and stuff, but I'm not the best person to ask. I don't leave my house. Like, bloody Mr. Blobby, he's outside. You know what I mean? Not about it. So, yeah. Try and avoid going out as much as humanly possible. No, clubs though. I don't know. I like a lot of clubs where I can just kind of... I have blobbies everywhere. Yeah. I like clubs where I can just kind of be myself and get drunk and dance and have fun. I'm not about like clubs having to have the best music or having to do this and that and the other thing. Like Shibuya has probably the best clubs in my opinion. Tyler's all about Harlem, which is kind of like a R&B hip hop kind of club, I guess. That's not my kind of style. Shibuya is not sketch at all. Like, in all honesty, nowhere in Tokyo is sketch. Like, I guess like Ueno, if you go out to go and drink in Ueno, that's sketch, but like, yeah. Vision sucks, Tyler. Vision sucks. That is an awful club. Atom's okay. Vision is terrible. They have the worst sound system in the world. I went out, knew nobody, and just met people. Man, that's the best way to deal with things, man. Best way to do stuff. Just go out, meet people, have fun. For me, like I like T2. It's a great club in my opinion. It's very much like England club scene. Very similar to that. Oh, someone's beating a mattress outside, I think. What neighborhood is it, and where do they pull you in and drink? That's Kabukicho, but like again, just have your wits about you. Don't get so drunk that you can't walk. Like, you'll be fine. Ooh, this song. Ooh, this song. But yeah, no, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Just go clubbing. Have fun. Don't have any interest in that place anyway. It's not about having an interest in. Nobody has an interest in Kabukicho. Like, you end up there most nights anyway because load of drinking areas. It's probably one of the only places that has like genuinely fair priced drinking locations. Shibuya, for all Shibuya's got like clubs and stuff, like it's not great for drinking. Kabukicho is not sketchy. People like keep throwing out this, oh, it's sketchy. Just don't go to the back end of it. Like, it's the same as saying like everywhere in London is sketch. Like, yeah, if you go down the wrong street, everywhere's sketch. Like, just like keep your wits about you and walk around the place and have someone with you. Don't go there alone. Like, just don't be an idiot. Like, I don't understand why people are like, why people get like so scared of a location where like Japan has some of the lowest crime in the world, and yeah, okay, there's some dodge shit happens in Kabukicho. Alright. Whatever. Like, Tyler, it's not sketch, man. You're from near a ghetto. Like, talk sketch, go there. You know what I mean? If you want to have fun, you want to have fun. Just don't go... Like, in all honesty, like, Roppongi is way more sketch than Kabukicho could ever be. Roppongi is sketch as hell. Like, how else am I going to buy you meth? If you want to buy meth, mate, go to Ikebukuro. That's what I've heard. I've not heard that. Why is it more sketch? Basically, Roppongi is sketch because, like, it's sketch because foreigners go to Roppongi. Like, foreigners avoid Kabukicho because they think it's sketchy, so they don't go there. Like, Roppongi is way more sketch because all the foreigners go there, and it's full of people from fucking military towns and shit, and they just get, like, way too drunk. They get way too, like, in your face. It's just not a great place. Just don't go to Roppongi. I'm a weeb otaku idiot. Go to Akihabara, I guess. Even that's a sketch location if you're saying that Kabukicho is sketch, to be honest. Mizu. That Gaijin slime dough. Oh, I'm liking the music being on in the background. Too many guys. At least you can admit, like, you know, if you can admit it, that's the best thing, right? I'm trying to figure out. Never mind. I was trying to figure out something, then I forgot what I was trying to figure out. So, go to Nakano Broadway too if you're a filthy weeb, in the nicest way possible. Yeah, I actually would say Nakano Broadway is probably way more fun than going to Akihabara. Like, a lot of people see Akihabara and they're like, "Oh my god, like otaku paradise." It's really not. It's now basically just like, how close can we get to porn without it being porn? So, like, what do you think about weebs? Not otaku, but actual weebs. What do I think of weebs? I think that people need to learn to not romanticize Japan as much as they do. I get that, like, anime is cool and I get that Japan is cool. But, like... No, I'm not talking about you, by the way. Weebs and otaku outside of Japan are both the same. Not true, actually. Right, here's the thing. I don't want to upset anybody by calling them... I'm not calling anybody a weeb, and I'm not calling anyone an otaku. I'm actually, like... I'm actually kind of an otaku about certain things. Like, how many times have you been offered drugs? I've never been offered drugs once, actually. In Japan, it's never happened. No, but I'm actually kind of an otaku about, like, numbers, like SEO and stuff like that, like, and cameras and drones and stuff like that. I fucking love it, and I obsess over that stuff. And editing, you should see me when I edit. Like, I'm all about it. Tyler will be a perfect, like, attributor to my extreme otaku-ness about that stuff. Phil, drugs do exist in Japan. Don't spout lies. I'm sorry. But yeah, there is an issue with people who get a little bit obsessed with Japan, and I'm perfectly fine with it. I think if you're obsessed with Japan, that's cool, and that's you, and you should do that. But I do think that you should realize what you're doing has a limit, and you also need to realize that what you're doing is not the norm, and that means that, like, you should know that people will make fun of you and can make fun of you. So there you go. There's, like, a comment wall going on right now. The clubbing scene is still there. Like, yeah, you know. Studio Ghibli. If you like Studio Ghibli, that's awesome. I like Studio Ghibli. I have 2 Ghibli DVDs just down there. I love it. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it's when everything and all things can be related back to Japan and all sorts of stuff like that. Like, that's when it becomes a problem. And you do need to realize that is a problem. And that's not me having a go at you. That's me just talking in general. Because this place is not perfect. If you want to go somewhere for a little break, then you should. And that's exactly why I came to Japan. And exactly why I stayed here. Because I was like, this is great. Gonna stay here now. Because I didn't fancy going back to England, if I'm honest. It's so big. The culture in different areas is quite different. I mean, I'm sure that's true. I've only ever been to, like, 3 places in America. So I can't really comment on it. I can tell you one thing. If you're from the UK, culture's not that different anywhere. Like, we're all pretty much the same. Nowhere's perfect. Japan is awesome, but not the be-all and end-all. Travel, full stop. Lucas, you are speaking mad truth, bro. Mad truth. Like, it is not the be-all and end-all, and I don't want to lie to people and tell people it's the be-all and end-all. I would love to go to the Ghibli Museum. Herb Toker, if you're living in Japan, bro, like, go. Like, book a ticket, you know? Just go. I'm not going to say to you that it's the best day of your life. It's good, but it's not amazing, you know? I've now realised that I'm, like, talking to the beat of this song, which is great, but it's kind of weird to hear my voice kind of doing this. It's funny. It's funny, though. It's awesome, but not perfect, like Shinjuku Station lines. Phil? Yes. Just like Shinjuku Station lines, like, it's good, but not perfect. Is internet meme culture the same as in Japan as in English? I don't know about that. Who wants to go back to Monster May? We have Sexy Shingo. I don't know what that is. Because English and other stuff. The meme culture in Japan, it's a bit different. I think they have their own memes. I'm not entirely sure, though. I know that our editor, not me, the other one, why would I refer to our editor as me? Whatever. He knows of, like, certain memes. Like, he knew of this one, and stuff. Like, he knows of certain memes. I just don't think a lot of them translate very well to Japan. Salt Bay. Yeah. A lot of W's. Yeah, man. Wada. A lot of that. Salt Bay is so funny. Salt Bay is great, and apparently translates quite well to Japan, but, you know. True story, for the longest time I thought meme was pronounced memet. I would love to one day be encapsulated as a meme. That's like a dream of mine. It's never going to happen, but it would be really funny if one day I was encapsulated as a meme. My friend always calls them memes. Okay. My sister said that literally 2 days ago, man. Meme. Holy shit, guys, I'm out of Mizu. That means we need to get another Mizu break. 1 second. I'm back with another... Oh, shit. Moved my camera a bit. It's fine. Don't worry about it. There we go. My friend had an awful picture of her go viral and become a meme. She loves it. Oh, hydration. Perfect. I put the empty bottle back in the fridge because I actually go and fill it up at the water machine upstairs. Fill up all my empty bottles, pop them in the freezer, freeze them overnight. And then I have infinite water for spending like 20 yen. So yeah, I did put the bottle back in the fridge so it's nice and cold when the water goes in it, so then I can put it in the freezer. Don't try and be a smart ass with me. I know what I'm doing. There you go. There's a face for me to be memed by. Infinite water. Yeah. It's my superpower. Infinite water. I just pull bottles of water out. How hot is it in Japan in the summer? It got to 26 degrees here. Sheffield, Manchester area died for 2 days. Favorite anime at the moment. Infinite water. How hot does it get in Japan? It can reach like 32, 34. When I first came here, it hit 40 for a bit. That was awful. Yeah, that sucked. Favorite anime at the moment. I'm currently rewatching. Shit, what's it called? Seven Deadly Sins. Really like that. I think it's funny. I'm also watching the ReLife, ReLife, of course. And I'm going to be buying as soon as it comes out. Can I watch anime with no English subtitles? Yeah, I actually watch all the anime I watch on my phone, on Netflix, on my commute to work, and I watch it with Japanese subtitles. So yeah, it's 24 in Tokyo right now. Is it? It feels way hotter than 24. But yeah, all the anime I watch on Netflix. I watch it with Japanese subtitles, and it's pretty good. Yeah, the humidity in Japan is pretty much the worst thing that's ever happened in the world. I'm not a fan of it, honestly. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's usually 70 to 90% where I am, though. 70 to 90% humidity in the Sheffield, Manchester area? Are you sure? I'm pretty sure that, like, Sheffield, Manchester area, when it gets to, like, 29, 30 degrees, it isn't so high on the humidity scale. I mean, damn, if it is 81% humidity and it's 29 degrees, I feel sorry for you, mate. That's pretty much Japan weather. Like, yeah, Mark, what humidity is it in Manchester right now? I'm having this really weird like situation happen with my accent where I like drop in and out of my Mancunian accent and I drop in and out of like the weird accent I've adapted over here. Temperature, isn't it? 29 at the moment. What onsens would I recommend? Okay, if you're in Tokyo, I will not recommend any onsens in the Tokyo area. They're all crap. Oh my god, what's going on? There's a lot of questions and there's a lot of science being talking about right now. It's 100% humidity in. I think, Phil, if it's 100% humidity, that's rain, mate. You can't have like 100% humidity. You can have like 98, I guess. That means the air is literally water if it's 100% humidity. Onsens. Best onsens, in my opinion, are about an hour outside of Tokyo in every direction. Sorry. My personal favorite onsens are in Hakone, which are about an hour away from Tokyo, and they are really, really good. And also, they have like the best prices ever. Like, so good in terms of price. So good. Okay, so we've been going 109, nearly 110 minutes, which means we're coming close to the 2 hour mark, which is how long I said I would run for. But I'm kind of feeling like throwing another hour in. If you guys are willing to stick around for another hour, let me know. Write a comment now. Just write a yes or a no. If you want me to stick around for another hour, throw a yes my way. If you want me to fuck off, then throw a no my way, and I'll talk about the situation in Manchester and my feelings towards it and stuff. People throwing out maybes. I said yes or no. If you can't stick around, that's fine. And thank you very much for being here. And yeah, just like check out the. Do you know what? Since you're here right now, I'll talk about the Manchester thing now, and then we can just continue as an after stream kind of hangout thing. We'll just chat and listen to music and stuff. So I'm going to turn the music off for me talking about Manchester, and then it'll come back on, and you'll know that I'm done. Okay. So, as many of you are probably aware, in Manchester on the 22nd, there was a bombing outside of an Ariana Grande concert. It was extremely depressing, extremely upsetting. A lot of people lost their lives, and a lot of people were injured. I am personally from Manchester. My family are from South Manchester, in a place called Stockport, if you know that. But my dad, he lives very, very close to the Manchester Arena, or what people from Manchester know it as is the MEN Arena. And it's extremely unfortunate that the attack happened on a day when people were trying to have a memory or trying to have a great experience with their kids. It's, obviously never do you want a terrorist attack to happen. Never do you want anything like this to ever happen. But the fact that it happened where there would be so many children and families enjoying their time together proves that this person was an evil person, an evil man. Now, the man was identified, and there have been 8 arrests in connection with him. It seems like he was a Libyan freedom fighter or Libyan militian fighter. I don't know. But he was a Libyan, and he did join the militia at some point with his father. Right. Those are the facts. My personal opinion on this attack is, well, first off, it was wrong, and it was evil, and I hate all of the people who were involved. But I will say this. Manchester is a strong, sturdy, well-spirited city with people with giant hearts and wide open arms there to help each other and get each other through these bad situations. But there is one thing that not just Manchester but the UK in general has an issue with, and that is hate crime. Now, when an attack like this happens, and it's very clearly been committed by someone of a certain faith that follows a faith that not many people agree with, maybe, it is very easy for those people for the people that have been affected and the people who are not following that faith to band together and gang up on others. If you read online, hate crime has almost doubled in the Manchester surrounding areas, and these are all people who are not even involved in the bombing. These are people who try to help. These are people who donated their money and time and effort to try and volunteer to save these people and to help these people and to do what they could to help Manchester. And people are repaying them by throwing bricks through their windows and spray painting their cars and all of these things. And that is just wrong. And I want to put a thing, I want to say this, that if you know, you have to wonder what the bomber was trying to accomplish. I don't think he was trying to accomplish anything. I think he was trying to do what a terrorist is trying to do. He was trying to inflict terror in the eyes and hearts of all of the Mancunian people and the people surrounding Manchester. But the truth of the matter is that that is very difficult to do when Manchester is such a strong, tight-knit community of people who have done their very best to show their appreciation and show their care and love to each other. And this is exactly what I'm talking about, Mark. UKIP. So in terms of the timeline of the UK, and I will stop talking about this in about 4 minutes. I'm only going to talk about it for about 10, 20 minutes, okay? So UKIP started the push for Brexit. Brexit passed because of the idiots of the UK, namely old people who are scared and xenophobic at best. From there, we've been trying to work past people who have taken this as an okay to perform hate crime and hate speech and just be hateful towards people. We've been trying to get past that. And then someone who is clearly mentally deranged and evil takes this opportunity to attack young people, families, all of these people who have been killed and injured, and it gives these people who think it's okay to do hate speech an excuse to do it again. And what I want to do is, if you know of anybody who has been affected by the attack at the Ariana Grande concert at the Manchester Arena, or if you know of anybody who is now trying to use this as an excuse to legitimize hate speech or trying to push out Muslims and stuff like that from the English country or the UK, you need to take a stand and show those people what they're doing is wrong, that the Muslim people are not the cause of this attack. It is down to extremists, and it is down to mentally deranged and evil people committing atrocities. And the fact of the matter is that the UK, South Africa, Ireland, America, Germany, Russia, all of these countries have all committed atrocities across the entire history of the world. And yet, right now, we are focusing solely on the fact that the Muslim people are evil, when that's not true. It is a group of extremists who are the evil ones. And I want you guys to, if you can, use the power that you have inside of you to just try and spread some love and try and spread some joy across the world. That's all I'm saying. And I don't care about your beliefs, and I don't care about your feelings towards certain groups or whatever. It's not okay to incite hate upon somebody, and therefore I'm inciting love and happiness. Go and spread the word, be happy, be joyful, and support each other. Don't be hating on people. It's not cool. So that's what I wanted to say. Manchester is a near and dear thing. It's not getting political, Tyler. Manchester is a near and dear city to my heart. I don't live there anymore, but the people of Manchester, even when we leave, the people of Manchester are always going to be Mancunians. And when that bomb news hit me, when I heard the news, I was distraught for not only the fact that the people had died, but also that the fact that my city had been attacked. Now you hear of all these people who have been in wars and all these things, and you can be, upset for them, but it's very hard to understand what it feels like. Now I do understand, but what I do know is that I will not hate on a certain group of people for something that a mental person did. And I want you guys you know, prove that you know what's going on and do the right thing and spread some love and spread some happiness around the world. Yeah? So that's what I wanted to say. This will be the cut-off point for the actual live stream, I guess. We're going to continue on for another hour and listen to music, chat, all that stuff. The soppy side is done. Thank you for listening to what I had to say about Manchester. It's something that I wanted to say. I did not want to make a video about it. I just wanted to say it on the live stream because it does mean a lot to me. And it's important that I get my feelings out there in some regard. Let's listen to some more music and let's get chatting again. Thank you, Like Tanny. Thank you for sticking around this long. I know you said you got to go, but thank you very much for sticking by. It was amazing. And now we're going to continue on. If anyone has any questions about Japan or me or anything, I was just scratching my belly there a little bit. Yeah, let's party down, ladies and gentlemen. Bye bye to you. I'm not going. It's her. She's going. I'm not. I like how I'm pointing here saying she's going because that's where the chat comes up on my screen. But for you, that's probably nowhere near where the chat comes. Do I like the Stone Roses? I fucking love Stone Roses. Stone Roses are ace, man. You seen any cool Matsuri recently? I haven't. I literally... This sounds really bad. I haven't... Oh, is that where the chat is? Like right down there? That's cool. Right, Shipwreck. We're not talking politics from this point on. I'm not getting into that. Sorry. What's my favourite kind of sushi? I'm a massive fan of red snapper. I'm a big red snapper guy. It sounds kind of poncy. I do like salmon, but red snapper, in my opinion, is pretty fucking boss. You liking them moves? Yeah, no, red snapper is probably the best. I do like the ebi fry sushi, but that's not technically sushi. It's nonsense that they made up, but I let it go. What about sushi politics? Now that's a heated debate. It is. Sushi politics. What's better, Sushiro or Koda? Whatever. Sushiro or Genki Sushi. My pick, Genki Sushi. I think Genki Sushi is really good. Sushiro is cheaper though, so. I wish I could stream on my computer, because then I could. I want to have like a. I want to have a thing that I can like press like a hotkey that'll just flash like Mizu break up on the screen every time I take a drink of water. That'd be really funny. Mixing wasabi in the soy sauce. Not about it. A big debate is true. Edo sushi versus current style. There's actually there is also there's a sushi shop called Itamae Sushi. Itamae Sushi Edo, and they do Edo style sushi. Maybe that's a good place for you to check out. To Shipwreck, I can't use OBS. I don't know what it is. I tried it last time for the first time. It didn't work. I think the microphone in my computer is busted, so I'd need to get a new webcam and a new microphone. I just don't have the money for that at the moment. But if you super chat me, maybe I'll be able to afford it. I don't deserve that. Yeah, I saw Roses at Etihad. Awesome show. That was awesome. I saw who have I seen at the Etihad Stadium? I saw Kings of Leon there. That was really good. You sending in live music? I saw one live. That's what my $1 can be for. Yeah. Do you know of any webcams that are $1? Don't know if I can get a webcam and a microphone for $1. Yeah, no, I've only ever seen one live here in Japan, which is... Can I super chat you some sushi? Nigiri via PayPal. That'd be great. They should do that. That should be a system. Maybe I should make an app. It's called... I don't know. I don't know what it would be called. Mugen Hadouken. Yo, bro! This is the guy we met up with the other night with Tyler. Absolutely amazing night. Yeah, Alex. Hey, how's it doing? My mic... Wait, what was he saying? My mic was... this is so annoying that you have to tap the screen to get the... It's like I have to go this way. I'm going this way. That's a bad idea. £3 and you could... the cheapest one I could find. Sushi Pal. Yeah, we should call it that. No, sushi something else. Sushi something else. Sushi... it's got to be like... Because PayPal has got alliteration. That's why people like it. There needs to be PayPal but with sushi, and then it needs to... You know. Is the water pressure in... as bad as the UK? In the US, it's like a fire hose. The water pressure in the UK is the best. What are you on about? The water pressure in the US is absolutely awful. Not good. Water pressure in Japan, fucking top notch. But that's because they use pressurized systems. So, why don't you put the chat on your computer? Because I did that before and it broke the stream. Do you not remember? Gotta go. Just want to say hello. Oh, Mugen Hadouken. I'm Mugen Hadouken. I'm sorry that you have to go, man. That sucks. Big up water pressure in the UK. What? Yeah. What can we name it, guys? If we were to make an app where you could deliver sushi to a friend, what would we call it? Sushi Tomo. Sushi friend. Don't know. Have to think about that. That'd be a good app, though. I'd be all about that app. Just be sending sushi to your mates all the time. I'd be all about that. That'd be very funny. Yeah. So, water pressure in the house. Yeah. I really want to stream on my computer. The pizza box. I'm all about it. I really want to stream on my computer. What I really want to do... Now, somebody told me you can do this. I want to turn my DSLR into a webcam. Like, I want to use this as a webcam because the camera quality on any webcam is fucking wank. Like, I'm sorry. They're just bad. All webcams are bad. A DSLR is amazing. And I have a tripod, plug my DSLR into my computer, and then just get a mic. That's what I want to do. But I don't know how to do it. Don't know how much it costs. So, it's going to have to wait for now, I think. Yeah, see, Hiko Simon did it. So, I'm, like, I'll have to do it. I'll figure it out. At some point. Yeah, music break. Your DSLR doesn't do video? How old is your DSLR, dude? This is like 7 years old, I think. This does video. Yeah, this is an old model, man. I love this thing. Pretty sure you just need a cable to connect to the camera to the PC and then the software to make it stream and stuff. See, now, there's the thing. I don't know the software, so I'd have to look all that stuff up. And most likely the software costs money. I'm not about it. Canon Digital Rebel X. Oh wow, that is old. Maybe it's time to invest in a new DSLR, man. This music's sick. Holiday Candy House. Let's go. I'm kind of done with the EDM. Need a new laptop first. Yeah, man, I know the struggle, bro. my laptop's battery is like all sorts of dead, so I need to get that fixed. But it's $300, unfortunately. Yar, pirate me, matey. Sparko camera is free software that works with Canon DSLR cameras. Really? I'll have to check that out. Laptop screen broke. That sucks, dude. That sucks. Hate that shit. When they make laptops more durable, like my laptop is like all sorts of beat up, and it's not cool. Like, I'm not about it. I'm honestly thinking once I move house, I'm gonna move from this fucking share house soon. Probably within the next year. And when I move, I'm definitely thinking I might as well just get a new desktop and stop dealing with the laptop. Because the laptop's great, but if you have to have it plugged in all the time because the battery's fucked, like what's the point in having it? Like, you know? And I've got so much shit on this computer, like it's kind of crap. What kind of visa do you have right now? I have a work visa. I have what is the name of my visa? I have a specialties in humanities visa. That's what I have. Is it a specialties in humanities? Oh, I have a Jesus, this is new. I have a engineer / specialties in humanities / internal services. I have 3 visas in one. Yeah, my visa's for 5 years because I work for a big bad Japanese company. So that's pretty cool. It's very rare to get a 5-year visa, by the way. So don't expect to get like I don't have an engineer job. If my job's engineering, I feel sorry for other engineers who actually do work. My job's I just sit and edit a lot and listen to music. Triple visa. Triple hits. Yeah. I've been enjoying, been playing Overwatch this weekend. Overwatch, they're doing a free weekend thing. If you quit, would you have to instantly move back to... One sec. I did it again. I've got to go from this side. If you quit, would you instantly have to move back to the UK, or would they let you have time to get a new job? Technically speaking, if you quit, you don't have to do shit. You have your visa. Technically speaking, that visa is yours. You are meant to go to the job centre after 6 months. You're meant to get a job within 6 months, but there's nothing saying anywhere that your visa becomes invalid. So technically, it is your visa. So I don't want to endorse that knowledge because I don't know if it's 100% sure, and I'm also I'm not an immigration lawyer, so I couldn't tell you if it was true or not. But from what I've heard, your visa is your visa, and therefore, if you quit your job, you technically can stay in the country as long as your visa says, because you've been allowed that time in the country. But you still have to pay taxes and stuff, so you do need to declare that you're unemployed, and then that might cause you issues. I don't know. I don't know the whole system. Just tweeting out the stream. We still going. Don't quit just to find out. I'm never going to quit this job. I love this job so much. But like with all jobs, there are bad sides to it. I'm not going to say it's the best job in the world. It's not. A best job in the world would be to sleep and get paid for it. But yeah. Toka, if that's what you want to do, man. If that's what you want to do. How do I... Oh shit, yes. I fucking love tweeting out things with just completely irrelevant GIFs. Like it's one of my favorite things to do. Any plans to do drone filming? Yes, I do have plans to go drone filming. I'm gonna go rent a drone from this company. I'm actually gonna tell you the name because they're really cool. They're actually like a really sick company. Serenova.jp. Serenova.jp. If you're in Japan, you can rent drones for by the day or by the month, and they will essentially you rent a drone. They're really cheap for what they are. And yeah, you can just rent a drone, fly them around. You have a DJI Phantom 3 standard. Wow, dude. Right, Phil, you're complaining you don't have enough money to buy a laptop and buy a microphone and all this stuff. You bought a DJI Phantom 3. That thing's about $1,000 or more. Probably don't buy that if you don't have all of the other stuff. But there you go. I'm planning on renting out a DJI Mavic, and basically I'm going to take it off from the roof, fly around my town, and then come back. The one thing with Tokyo is it was $300 at Black Friday. How do they reduce it down from its cost? Jesus. The problem with Tokyo is actually the Spark is the one that's coming out new. The Spark looks sick. I'm so down for the Spark because it's small and it skirts the edges of Japan's insane drone policies, which are you can't fly pretty much anywhere in the city. You have to go out into the boonies. Luckily, I'm out here and they don't have. I'm out the way and they don't really have the ability to stop you. So I'm gonna go up on the roof, fly my drone off at the top of there, fly it around for a bit, take some shots. Yeah, the guy who said we've got a British Casey Neistat. Casey Neistat. I don't know why he calls himself Neistat. His name's Neistat. Can't even have one near Himaji Castle, let alone fly it. Yeah, they're not. Oh, did the stream go down for a second? Did it? Did the stream go down for a second there? Oh shit. Is it back now? Are we back? Are we cool? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I just want to fly the drone around, man. Like, I'm excited to get some sick shots. I'm excited to like have some new kind of B-roll. Like, I'm obsessed with B-roll. Like, I'm obsessed with taking like extra shots that don't have me in them, so I can just show the area, but in an interesting way. Like the other day, I took a shot, which is so you've got the mirrors that are up on poles for like street mirrors. You know, I took a shot of the mirror and it refracted it down the street, and I did a time lapse of the street from a mirror. It was so cool. And I'm so happy I got that shot. But I do look like a bit of a mental person, just walking around with my camera up in the air like this, trying to take B-roll. But you should see my folders on my computer. Like, I've got like 900 files of just B-roll. And it's like one of the most fun things to shoot, in my opinion, because it's where you can get really creative with your shots. And I view all of my vlog series that I've been doing, which actually I just filmed the next one. I know that I did 3 and then I took a break from it. Basically what I'm going to do is one time a month there'll be a vlog, and then the other 2 times there'll be videos, and then the live stream at the end of the month. And that's how I kind of feel like I'm going to do this. Adam Tucker, what is B-roll? B-roll is so if you imagine that you have your main stuff, that's what you would call A-roll, or main footage. Basically, like, if I'm talking in a vlog, when I'm talking with the camera in my hand, that's A-roll. And when I'm just showing a street with the cars passing by, or just a shot of me walking down the street, or something like that where I'm not talking, and it's just to show off the environment or whatever, that's B-roll, is essentially what it is. Sorry guys, something just fell. I'm just picking it up. That's what B-roll is, essentially. Yeah, it's supplementary stuff. It basically just adds to the video. Like, that's why people tend to find vlogs that are just. If I had any earthquakes, yeah, there's been a few. People tend to find nowadays vlogs that are just sat in someone's room tend to err on the side of a bit boring because. I don't know, man. Like, people nowadays need movement. They need transition, and even and people are like, wow, people nowadays, they have no attention span. It's like, even back in the day, I was talking to Tyler about this. Even back in the day when Friends was airing, like, the attention span for Friends, if you watch it, it's actually only around about 3 minutes per scene. Because they'll have 3 minutes of the scene, the joke will hit, and then there'll be B-roll of New York City or outside Cafe Central Perk or something like that, and that will then transition into the next scene, and then it's another 3 minutes, and then it goes on again. And of course there are some scenes that are a bit longer, but yeah, that's been a thing for years, like, and it's just taken YouTube a little bit longer to get used to that. If you think of the original vloggers, the people who would sit in their room and just make videos in their room as original TV, where it was just the news, that happens. And then sooner or later we're going to evolve to be the new TV. Like, everything will go cyclical, you know, like, eventually it will all be the same. I look forward to the year when the Breaking Bad of YouTube comes out. That'll be a good time. I appreciate the extra effort and the creativity that goes into vlogging around outside. Yeah, exactly. It does take a lot more effort. It takes a lot more creativity to make a video interesting outside than it does inside. Because inside, you're in your comfort zone. When I vlog in here, everything is my way. Like, I can set up the entire room to be perfect for me. But outside, I have to deal with the world on top of that. And when I've only got this camera with no mic on it, I have to deal with sound pollution. I have to deal with, like, lighting. I have to deal with this, that, and the other thing. There's so many things you've got to, like, actually focus on to make a video good. And that's why I made that video, the how to vlog video, because I feel like a lot of people think it's too difficult. And I want people to know that it's not too difficult. It's easier when most people around you speak another language. It's actually not easier when people speak a different language, because at least if you're in America or England and you are an English speaker, they can just see, oh, he's doing a vlog. People know what YouTube is. YouTube isn't weird anymore. Like, YouTube is normal now. Like, the most famous people in the world nowadays are internet celebrities. That, like, you could even say, like, even, like, for example, James Corden. James Corden, of course, is famous for being the writer and producer of TV shows in England, and now is on The Late Late Show. Is it The Late Late Show, I think, in America? But his main fame comes from the fact that he does those carpool karaoke things. And where do they go? Oh yeah, they go on YouTube, and they become viral hits on YouTube. And that's how people know him now. People know... Yeah, I know Gavin and Stacey is fucking on point, by the way. People know James Corden now as the carpool karaoke guy. And that is from the internet, not from anywhere else. So it's pretty much easy to say that the internet is king and will always be king from here on out. Like, even It is a segment of the Late Late Show, but it goes on YouTube and then it goes viral on YouTube. Like, things don't go viral just because they're on TV. Like that isn't an equation that happens. But anyway, I think when you're in a different country and the people speak a different language, it becomes very awkward because it's difficult to describe what you're doing, and especially in Japan where YouTube only became like a thing that you could watch in Japan recently, and YouTube is only just blowing up in Japan, so people know about it, but it's definitely not like it's not a huge thing. People consider one of the biggest YouTubers in Japan to be like super super big, and he only has 2 million subscribers. There are people in America who have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12 million subscribers. And like people with 1 million subscribers now are not considered huge anymore. They're considered big, of course they are, but they're not considered huge. And that's just my 2 cents on it. I think people need to like yeah, PewDiePie has 55 million subscribers. Like that is huge. And people in Japan probably don't know who PewDiePie is. Music break. Does anyone have any questions or anything, or? Do I hear from Doji Hoko? I actually don't, man. Alright. See you later, Lucas. Thank you for hanging out, and no worries about the Manchester speech, man. I definitely wanted to talk about it properly. I don't hear from Doji Hoko anymore, man. You know, things happen. He moved away, and yeah. I hope he's doing well wherever he is, whatever he's doing. He had some great videos. Some people just don't want to stick around with the whole YouTube thing, and other people just get bored of it and stuff like that. So happens, unfortunately. What's a typical work week like for you? A typical work week for me starts with Monday morning. Me and Tyler will discuss what needs to be done for the week, what needs to be like what is the top priority, what is like medium priority, and what can be put off for the time being. Then it's hot and humid in Japan too, man. Yeah, so basically we discuss what needs to be done, and then for the next like 2 or 3 days I'm editing, and then first edit is usually done midweek. Midweek we have a little discussion. Me and Tyler and the team discuss how we like it, if it's good, if it's bad, blah blah blah. And then we have meetings and stuff midweek as well. And then the Thursday is usually spent finishing up final touches. And then, thumbnails and stuff on Friday with SEO. And then that's it. That's an average work week for me. I work from about 10 till 7. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Like it's all pretty standard, honestly. Like, it's not as crazy as it may think. What do you make at work? What do I make? As in what videos? If you want to see the videos, you can go to Doga TV on YouTube and watch them there. They're all uploaded. I always wanted to live in Manchester. Why did you leave? It wasn't that I specifically left Manchester. It's like I just was done with the UK for a bit, and I came here with no intentions of staying. Just came here for a holiday. Needed a break from the UK, and then it ended up being better staying here. Yeah, I recommend the Food Fight vid as well. Yeah, I just ended up staying here because I got a job and it seemed easier than finding a job in the UK at the time, and it was fun. I was having a blast, and it's been a blast living here. I'll probably go back to Manchester at some point in the future of my life, but at the moment things are fine and great here, and I'm really, really happy, and I don't want to change that just because of my location. Can you get a work visa in Japan with a criminal record? They ask you for if you've got a criminal record. I don't know if that means they'll deny you. I don't think you can teach English in Japan with a criminal record because they don't want you near children. I don't know about that though. Depends on the. I think it depends on the crime as well. Like if it was a misdemeanor, then that, I guess. I don't know. You're not asking the right person. You'd have to ask an immigration lawyer about that. I unfortunately don't know everything about immigration. I wish I did, because then I could be an immigration lawyer and I'd make mad money. Fucking hell. You know what? I'm going to have my melon pan. You're going to watch me eat. Melon pan. Oh, it smells so good. Oh. Melon pan. Sorry, I just got really hungry really quickly. So I have to eat this. I'm sad though, because it's not a cream-filled one. Oh yeah, man. If you're in Japan, you've got to eat these. Not about this. What do I find myself eating the most during the week? Pasta. Because I cook for the whole week and I basically cook pasta sauce because it only costs like 3,000 yen. That's right, Mark. Melon bread. Tastes like melons. And it's shaped like a melon too. Yeah, Phil, I do eat a lot of fried chicken from Family Mart. I'm trying to cut that out at the moment though. I've kind of been on a bit of a, like, health kick. How's selection of tomatoes / sauce in Japan? Tomato sauce, like chopped tomatoes and that, it's like 70 yen. It's pretty good. Zoot, some melon pan tastes like melons. Most melon pan just looks like a melon. Do I like anko? No, I fucking hate anko. Anko is pain. Loads of people love it, man. Like, I'm just weird. I don't have that, like, I don't know, like, I don't have the palate for it. Because it's, like, tacky and dry. It's the same reason why I don't like, what was it? It's the same reason why I don't like, pears. Like, it's like sweet sand. I'm not about it, man. This melon pan is literally going everywhere. Mmm. Yeah, I don't know, man. People just have different tastes, eh? I'm really glad we've made it through the whole stream without a single crash. Last time, my phone full-on killed itself, which was kind of scary. It killed itself and the stream kept going, but it was just a black screen. So that's all sorts of fun. So I think we might wrap the stream up soon. I don't know if it's different in Korea, man. I think we're gonna wrap the stream up soon. I said I would go for another hour, but my throat's really starting to hurt, and I'm getting kind of tired. I've also got housework I need to be doing. Yeah, and people are sleepy and stuff. So I think I'll wrap it up in the next 3 minutes. But it's been a blast. Glad you guys came out. I'm going to finish my melon pan. Thank you very much to everybody who came to the stream. Remember that next time, the next stream, I'm just going to check my calendar. The next stream is on the 25th of June. That's when the next stream will be. If you want to see my content, finish Ice Age. You do that. If you want to see more content from me, obviously I upload every week on Sundays. Also, I have Doga TV stuff that goes up on Fridays. So, make sure to check out all of that stuff. I should stream more often, but at the moment I only really have time for once a month. It will increase over time, I'm sure. I'm glad everyone came out. I had a really, really fun time. Thank you very much, guys. And I think we're going to end it there. I'm just going to turn the music up and we can end it on this epic, epic stream music. Bye, guys. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.